Hello, Sir Lukman. In this group, we have Naomi, Balakir Alexander, and my teammate.
Kara Ayerslao.
And in this presentation, we will be discussing about IKEA's circular transformation based on the article that we have studied too. And so I'll be answering question 1 and number 2, which will talk about the SWOT analysis and also the relevant ISO standards, and also the 4 phases of circular business. So for the first question, it is basically asking us to explain IKEA's circular transformation using a SWOT analysis and to identify the ISO standards that relate to this process. So according to this article, IKEA has started its formal circular journey around 2018, which was supported by Ellen MacArthur Foundation. And a major strength is that their ability to operate at a scale. This company has evaluated 9,500 products to see how good they can fit circular principles, which is showing a strong capability and also a strong commitment. However, a weakness that was mentioned in the article is their resistance to change. So the shift from linear to circular system is actually, it requires a new mindset and it requires many long-term employees and also senior managers that unfortunately still carry the old habits. And so therefore this is making the implementation slow. For the opportunity section, IKEA created new circular models, for example, like circular hubs and like resale programs and also buyback systems. And this is not only reducing waste, but they also open new revenue streams and it's also improving their brand reputation. And finally, the main threat that is coming here is the inconsistent infrastructure, because some circular initiatives cannot be scaled because some cities lack the facilities to operate in the first place. And so this article is giving a good example of the Christmas tree recycling project that is failing because simply the local infrastructure is not available that time. For the ISO standards, the most relevant one is actually ISO 14001, and it's because this one focuses on the environmental management, and it also aligns directly with waste reduction and resource efficiency. For ISO 20400, it applies because IKEA works through suppliers and also external partners, which makes them sustainable. And for ISO 9001, it supports durability, repairability, and modularity, which are also keys to a good circular product design. Now for question 2, the question is asking to explain the 4 phases of circular business model innovation. And so this article that we read is explaining that CBMI has 4 phases, which is visioning, sensing, seizing, and transforming. So visioning is where the company is setting long-term direction for circularity. Sensing is the process of identifying opportunities, risks, and also potential partners. Seizing is where circular opportunities are turned into real initiatives and also projects. And the final stage is transforming, which is the focus for this case. And this is where circularity becomes more integrated into everyday operations. This article is explaining that this phase is actually complex because it needs a cultural adaptation, a new routine that you need to do, upskilling, and also coordination between global and local actors. So because of that, successful projects needs to be scaled, and employees should also adjust to their new systems. And also the organization as a whole will shift to a more circular behavior, which is why transforming is the most demanding part of this circular transition. But the next question will be answered by Kiara.
Okay, so for the third question, it asks who are the key actors involved in the transforming phase of CBMI at IKEA. And as we can see, there are 2 main sectors that are like split into, which is the direct sector and the indirect. So for the direct, it consists of IKEA, the employees, customers, suppliers, manufacturers, waste management companies, NGOs, and social enterprises, and the Ellen MacArthur Foundation. And as we can see in evidence found in paragraph 6, the transforming phase involves multiple actors within IKEA CBE, which is direct actors, which includes IKEA as the focal organization, employees who drive innovation, customers who adopt circular services, suppliers and manufacturers who enable material innovation, waste management companies with legal and technical expertise, NGOs and social enterprises offering local knowledge, and the Ellen MacArthur Foundation. And the next one is indirect. So for the indirect sector, it consists of policymakers, certification bodies, and academic institutions. And as you can see from the evidence, indirect actors include policymakers shaping regulatory conditions, certification bodies ensuring compliance, and academic institutions contributing research. And these actors operate at global and local levels, creating a dynamic interplay between standardized global strategies and locally adapted initiatives. The fourth question is, what challenges did IKEA face when scaling local circular initiatives to a global level, and what factors contributed to these difficulties? So IKEA experienced several challenges related to ecosystem differences, culture, global local tensions, and profitability. IKEA struggled because local infrastructure and partners differ across regions, which is called as ecosystem dependency. And employees and managers resisted changes from linear to circular practices. Global scaling conflicted with local conditions and CO2 minimization goals, and some pilot programs were not profitable enough to expand globally. And as we can see in paragraph 7, it says, first, CBMI success depends on ecosystem dependency. The right mix of local actors with expertise and infrastructure is essential. For instance, a Christmas tree recycling project succeeded in one city due to local partners but failed elsewhere due to the lack of facilities. And for the second one, to deeply explain it, it's a mindset shift is critical. Transitioning from linear to circular requires culture change across the ecosystem. While customers adapt through incentives, senior managers and long-standing employees often resist due to legacy practices. And for the third, local versus global dynamics create tension. IKEA encourages bottom-up innovation at store level, but faces challenges in scaling initiatives globally while maintaining low CO2 footprints. And for the fourth, scaling pilots such as second-hand stores requires profitability and organizational alignment. Last question, which is question number 5. How does IKEA's circular transformation illustrate the importance of collaboration and ecosystem dependency in achieving sustainability goals? So IKEA's transformation shows that circularity cannot be done alone. It depends on many actors working together across a business ecosystem. So IKEA's progress shows that circular transformation relies on collaboration with many actors, not just IKEA. The success of initiatives depends on local partners, expertise, and infrastructure. And the circular economy is a system-wide effort that requires coordination across suppliers, customers, policymakers, NGOs, and more. So therefore, the importance of collaborating and ecosystem dependency in achieving sustainability goals means like IKEA is working with a lot of actors and like basically not just like a company alone, which helps them like improve better. Thank you.
Thank you.